Here we go. Hold up. That looks right. That looks right. That looks right. Okay. Yeah, no. It's because my computer restarted itself and updated itself while I was at work. And so I forgot to open my audio processing program. Because OBS does not draw directly from the microphone, but draws from the output from the processing program. So if it's not open, you actually just don't get any of my sound. And I forgot to open it. That was my bad. Hey, Disputes, how's it going? How are you this evening? Wait, shit, fuck, ass, crap hole. God damn it. I was supposed to pick a fucking card there. I was debating between the Bane. Alright. I'm too tired. I cannot let myself get distracted like that. Otherwise, because otherwise it's just gonna be gone. Whatever it was I was thinking about is gonna be out of my brain. Okay, obviously this is just like a blessing, because I get to get rid of the decay without increasing the cost of the shop card remove. Okay. Playing one strike there is basically the same as playing two strikes, because regardless, it would still take two strikes to kill him. Obviously, without the weakness. If I'd played the other strike last turn, I could have neutralized to kill him here.
Wrong!
Jesus Christ. No card picking challenge. Greetings, Jainerling. How's it going? What's suicide? Oh, gotcha. Why? What's your wrong command? I can only assume that it's inferior, because how could you have a better sound effect than that? Okay. Willy Wonka's wrong, sir. Wrong. I feel like the best part of that whole bit is like once you get more towards the end, you know, you still I feel like the you get nothing is like a much bigger, more impactful chunk. Like if you had to take that whole scene and pull out one single line as a sound bit, I feel like yes. Yeah, see, that's a good one, but that is not, that's like, there are like 5-6 lines between when he says wrong, sir, wrong, and the you get nothing, you lose, good day, sir. So, I don't feel like they match up. Oh, so you edited it? Nah, I ain't about that life. Greetings, Zenarath, how's it going? Is that maths? Like, with an apostrophe, as in a time that belongs to math? Or maths, as in how, like, people in Great Britain say maths? I'm not listening. I'm listening to Slay the Spire. Learned a good amount of trivia about that movie. Cool. Like what? Hit me with some Willy Wonka trivia, Belfigor. Were the Oompa Loompas real? God, please tell me the Oompa Loompas were real. Anyway, I'm taking this quick slash. God damn it. Out of the corner of my eye, the way the color profile on the card artwork works out to be, and like the fact that it's a rare, I thought this was Apotheosis, and I was just like, ew! And it's like, nah. Maths time, okay. Because it has become kind of a thing where people take math and replace it with math. I think it was Rolly who like first popularized it with when he said, when you do the math, you're off the graph. And it's just like, fuck, that's so goddamn good. That's such a good quote. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, in the scene, there's, yeah, he where he talks about the contract and all that stuff. The ceilings have to be washed and sterilized. Like I said, there's like a chunk between wrong, sir, wrong. Like, because he built himself up to, like, the big angry finish. At the start of it, he's just like being, like firm. And then by the end, his hair's gone all flippy, and the tunnel scene with the mad speech, and none of the other actors had a script with that speech in it and thought that Gene Wilder was actually having a mental breakdown. Oh my god. That's so great. How do we know he wasn't? Oh my god. That's the best way to film any film ever. Just make every other actor think that Gene Wilder's having a mental breakdown on set. You can use other people too. You could use Gary Busey. Yeah. You get different results, because, like, you get different things from what, like, Gary Busey mental breakdown and Gene Wilder mental breakdown would look like. I'm aware of that one, Belfigor. Yeah, I think the fake, because I think the thing was, like, the kids had not met Gene at all on set when they were filming that scene. So, like, I think he, like, made up the whole thing. Like, I think he asked the director about it beforehand or something, and yeah, he comes out and he's all, like, seems like he can barely walk, and then he does the somersault. And, like, that's, like, the genuine kid's reaction. Yeah, I remember hearing something about that. So, this seems like the single best object in this store. However, I also want to do, like, these things. So I could I buy an ancient tea set? No. Wait. No. I'm like 9 gold short of getting ancient tea set plus footwork plus card remove. Well, I don't have any potions yet. I do have to go through a Superboy. Yeah, let's just, let's get some easy peasy stuff. I'm gonna buy these two. Right up, like, we have no poison in our deck yet. A strength potion is, like, pretty fine at this point. Of course, I'm gonna get a potion in in this fight, but whatever. There were protests about the movie when it first came out in theaters because the book was incredibly racist. The boobs were black. And Charlie was an old slang slave term for a slave owner. Jesus. I did not know that. Oh, Roald Dahl. You ass. You complete fucking racist. Yeah. Now that I think about it, I'm like, Loompa Land sounds like somebody racistly referring to some country in Africa. Anyway. You thought I would have bought Bouncing Flask. Might I ask why? Why would you have bought Bouncing Flask over potions? One of my other commands is one of the... Fair enough. Yeah, we're skipping all these. Because I'll explain why I didn't buy like Bouncing Flask is a fine card, but like it's kind of like Heavy Blade with Ironclad. It's not like your go-to all the time. I absolutely always want this kind of damage card. Because the biggest problem, well, it's got two problems. One, it costs 2 energy, and in Act 1, and when you're on like just 3 energy, even if you're like in Act 2, that limits you. There are turns that you draw it, and you're just like, I can't play this card because I need to spend 2 energy blocking. And then on top of that, it also hits randomly. So there are definitely fights where Bouncing Flask is not the kind of damage you want. I find it particularly bad in, like, Reptomancer and Gremlin Leader. Because in that fight, you very, very specifically want to do damage to very specific targets at very specific times. And Bouncing Flask doesn't do that. So you're just like, ugh. On top of that, Bouncing Flask is only really good against one of the 3 elites in this act. That being Lagavulin. And it is really good against Lagavulin. Against Gremlin Knob, you basically have to get it on turn 1. Otherwise, I mean, if you've got a lot of other poison that you're somehow generating without playing skills, then sometimes that one Bouncing Flask, even if it makes him angrier, will make the difference between him hitting you for like 28 damage one extra time or not. But most of the time, you just don't want to play it in that fight. And same with Sentries. Like, if Sentries didn't have an artifact, it would be okay. Like, it would lose some points for the fact that, again, it hits randomly, and you kind of want to kill one Sentry at a time. Am I doing anything? No. Okay, we'll go up. But the fact that, like, they also eat a flask each makes it kind of rough. A good upgrade to the average cards. The problem is, though, like, I can get a Bouncing Flask. Like, without having to pay for it. Money's probably the... I don't know if I've decided if money is the most or the second most precious resource in the game. And I'm counting hit points as the other one. Like, obviously, you only... I was gonna say, like, you only lose when one of them hits 0. But if you spend your gold poorly, then you're just going to lose. It might not be as immediate. I think one of them, it's more apparent how having less of it makes you lose. It's like, obviously, if you hit 0, you die. Losing health is bad. Whereas, I think it's pretty much as important with gold. It's just less obvious that you lost because you spent your money poorly. So, paying money for a card that doesn't help me that much, that I also don't really need, just doesn't seem like a good idea. The thing is, the potions are extremely powerful. I can basically, I have an Inflame that costs nothing, that I don't have to draw for one fight. I mean, like, that's just really handy. And same with the Block Potion. It's just like, this is a get out of 12 damage free card. But it's not a card. It's a bottle. You know what I mean? Like, we basically leverage these to get through the elite fights. So that way we can have the elite fights give us cards that are even better than Bouncing Flask. Well, you heard my reasoning, Stray Kiwi. Chocolate River was a combination of water, cocoa, cream, and shampoo chemicals. Wait. Chewing gum for half a year. Not that great for your mouth, apparently. Oh, hold up. I need to, like, extend this window so I can read up further. Ooh, teeth-related fact. The girl had to chew gum for the whole film. Yikes. Wait. So, wait. Okay, oh, no. The little teacup was like a flower cup thing. It was like a buttercup thing. So, like, it wasn't like a porcelain teacup that he bit a chunk out of. but it was probably some kind of plastic prop. Was she British, though? I don't remember any of the kids sounding very British. It was wax? Fair enough. Anyway, I'm gonna probably, like, play cards now. I think this is the strength potion fight. Mostly because we have not managed to put that much damage into the deck. And Lagavulin is the elite fight where, like, if you don't deal your damage ASAP, you just lose. It was wax. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, Gene. Yeah, we're, like, at pretty good pace here. Generally, if Lagavulin's at or under half by the time he hits you with his first Siphon Soul, then you're probably making decent pace. You know what? I see no reason not to just full block this. Okay, so we definitely took some damage, but not too much. I literally just need to draw a strike next turn. We got him. But my point is like, that strength potion and that block potion, like, saved me way more health in that fight than a bouncing flask would have. And now you may counter, well, I don't have the potions anymore. That's fine, because I now have... Having that health now... How should I put it? I don't have the bouncing flask, but I have the hit points. Buying the bouncing flask instead of the potions meant I would have had far fewer hit points. As it is now, assuming these fights don't go terribly, I probably get to have an upgrade here. So the bouncing flask probably would have cost me an upgrade. And... yeah, it's just like snowballs from there. Not having an upgrade might mean this fight goes slightly worse, yada 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 yada. Anyway, Kunai is a really good pickup. I am absolutely going to take that backstab. Should I go to sleep or eat Oreos? I mean, I don't know if this is the right chat to be asking that sort of question, Disputes. Nike Balloon is the hardest lockout of the 3 fights. What do you mean hardest lockout? Well, the thing with Gremlin Knob is, unless you're already very low health, if you don't kill Gremlin Knob fast enough, you won't die immediately. You'll probably die in a couple floors. But if you cannot kill Lagavulin before he hits you with that second Siphon Soul, you'd probably just die right there. Because once you're down to strikes dealing 2 damage, and defense blocking for 1, you can't... Even if he only has, like, 14 health, you're like, I have to play 7 strikes, and it's like, you know, in a deck like this, before his next Siphon Soul, or before I just die, because by that point, he's attacked you for 60. He doesn't even have to get you to 0-0. Getting you to 2-1 is, like, already basically a lose. You're like, cool, I can block for 3, and then do nothing else. It's the only time Boo can help. Yeah, that or Nemesis. What was I gonna say? And you also just have to look at the damage. You know, like, Lagavulin hits you for 20 damage right up front. You basically get, like, 1 free turn, but he kind of has, like, 8 extra health for that turn. The other free turns you can use to set up powers and stuff, but you generally don't have that many powers to set up if you're fighting Lagavulin. Whereas, like, Gremlin Knob, it's, like, 6, 24, 24. And so, obviously, like, in those first 3 turns, he does more damage than Lagavulin does. I actually don't know what their health is at. I think Lagavulin has, like, 30 more health than he does. I'd have to check. Because Lagavulin's usually in, like, the 100 and teens-ish. Whereas I'm pretty sure Gremlin Knob is usually somewhere between, like, 85 and 95. So Gremlin Knob is easier to smork down in fewer turns than Lagavulin is. But it's like, if you take your time with Lagavulin, you just lose. I mean, front-loaded damage is important against all of them. Upgrading Footwork is not very good against Gremlin Knob. Upgrading Neutralize is not very good against Sentries. I think upgrading Neutralize is better in hallway fights, though. Ooh. You're right. Tomorrow's Friday the 13th. Spooky. In December. Anyway, I'm going to upgrade the Neutralize. Also, this is one of the few times where Fairy in a Bottle might actually be useful, because it's not impossible for us to die in these fights if we get some really bad hallway fights. Okay, this one's not too bad. I have elected to full block, mostly because this guy's not that dangerous. All your Christmas gifts? Nice. So far I've only got the Christmas cards. I'm planning on going out and doing most of my gift shopping on Friday. The 13th, apparently. I would like it if you died, but you won't. Unfortunate. Hey. Fuck. Well, I could have blocked an additional damage there. Remember, everyone, you can murder people on Friday as long as you blame it on Jason Voorhees. Gotcha. I will take a piercing whale. Okay, okay. I have 4 energy. Okay. Okay. I got rid of all the most dangerous ones. Shame I didn't have the piercing whale this turn, because then I could just, like, shut them all up. But this is fine. Hey, not bad, not bad. Rather have gifts without wrap than wrap without gifts. Maybe the wrap is the gift. Here, have this wrapping paper. You know. You can always find use for some wrapping paper. You can play the tubes like a didgeridoo. I'm just gonna scream at them. Mostly because that's how I feel inside. You can like turn yourself into some sort of like paper wrap mech monster, some sort of Christmas golem. Everyone loves a good Christmas golem. Xmas zombie. There you go. There you go. I really don't want to add another skill, but acrobatics is like pretty good. So now here's the real question. If I think I'm fighting Gremlin Knob, then I probably keep the fairy, right? If I'm fighting Gremlin Knob, I actually can't survive his first big attack. Because he attacks for 8 and then 24. Which means I'd need to nap anyway. Which means I probably won't need this in that fight. But I probably will use this, though. Which means I still have room. But if it's not Gremlin Knob, then this might actually be really good. So I think I'm gonna toss this, use this, go up here, hit the nap hole, fight a Superboy. Okay, it's a pair, a trio of Superboys. Okay. Boom. I might end up using both of these potions here. I think we might have actually been better suited to fighting Gremlin Knob. There's no poison in this deck, is there? No, but there is a Neutralize Plus, so... Screaming it is. Wow. These are not very good. It's Shiv time. It's Shiv time in the Spire. Sure, this overblocks by 2. It does prevent me from getting a kunai proc. That probably should have been a fire potion. I have no offensive powers yet. Yeah, this is gonna get ugly. Luckily, we blocked pretty well. Interesting. Yeah, no, I'm probably only gonna play the one defend. One day I'll get a kunai proc. I'll have a blade dance and a second attack in my hand at the same time. Yeah. I don't think I want to play defend for 2 block. Doesn't seem very worthwhile. Well, fuck me. God, don't you love having to fight super elites in Act 1? Fills my heart with Christmas joy. Happy Light Day, everybody. Okay, so I think I'm gonna throw the fire potion at this idiot. Mostly because this sucks. It's possible I should have considered that action more heavily than I did. Rip. I have weird Christmas joy? Nah. 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 You're weird. I have a nice, cool, calm, relaxed, restrained Christmas joy. You know? It's like the kind of Christmas joy that Charlie Brown has. Charlie Brown... How old is he supposed to be? Like 8? 10? He's got to be like the most low-energy 10-year-old I've ever seen. In real life or in fiction. He's always just like walking around being very ordinary. Like all the time. Kids do weird shit. They do crazy shit. They do dumb shit. Charlie Brown is 8 forever and ever and ever. Even, I mean, like some of the other, like, kids in the Peanuts gang, like, they all have their own little quirks and stuff. But they all tend to be, like, pretty chill. Like, really chill for 8-year-olds. It's been a very long time since I've seen any Charlie Brown stuff. But, like, they just, like, walk around and, like, have conversations like normal people. Which is just really not how 8-year-olds... Like, they can act like that. But I would not describe it as, like, their default mode of being. Holy fuck. I've been offered some cards. I would like to take one of each, please. Do I just take Wraith Form and then YOLO Swaggins from there? Do I need Wraith Form? Kunai's kind of slow. Wraith Form is really good for the hallway fight situations. I will take the ghost. I will take the cash. Give me like 70 gold. I will fight the dudes. Disapprove. I can just kill you, and so I will. Okay, now I have to fight a single 5-strength fungi beast. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Is that so? Is that like an official statement or like a personal opinion? I think we're so late in the act, I actually don't really want this dagger throw. If we were like 7 floors down, I'd be like, sure. Even like with this exact deck, I'd be like, yeah, fuck me up with that dagger throw. I need to fight elites, but I really don't. At least not these elites. I think we're gonna try to bank on this and kunai, and yeah. Got 2 piercing whales, a footwork, a kunai, a wraithform plus. Oh, but I have no poison. So the plan is to pull poison out of this? Nope. These all kind of suck. All of the kids have gotten into their parents' Adderall and are just drug addicts. I mean, there's a difference. Having autism and being addicted to Adderall are not the same thing. A small amount of Oreos are going to brush your teeth after their disputes. No, I'm talking. I'm speaking to like a qualitative difference in behavior. Well, I think it's because it was made by like a dude who was very much not an 8-year-old. Like, I've said this before, I don't know if on stream, but I've made the statement that I think Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes is one of the best depictions of like a child of that age. Like what was his name? Bill Watterson? I think that's his name. Bill Watterson like really nailed the obscene chaotic energy of like a 10-year-old. It's like Calvin and Charlie are like very, very, very far apart. I could take one of these or none of these, and I'm not sure any of those options are good. Which is not really a great situation to be in. I could just like have a Hail Mary calculated gamble for later, I guess. I'm gonna dig. Well, I got a little bit more damage. Yeah, we might be able to outdo this guy. Farticus. With kunai. I don't have any shivs in this deck. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get 3 attacks in my hand at the same time again. I also don't have well-laid plans, so I can't hold Wraith Form. Here we go. Fuck. Am I destined to be stuck? How did I get... Oh, I know how. I was like, how did I almost proc kunai like 7 times in a row against sentries when they keep adding dazes, and it's because I had that one blade dance. Here we go, baby. 4 dexterity. Just gonna full block. So I have 1 piercing whale left. Well, fuck. Fuck. That's not the turn I wanted to draw it. This could get real hairy. Real hairy scary. Alright, we're at the... Oh my god. Hexaghost, you have so much health left. Yeah, I think we're fucked. Calling it now. Definitely fucked. I can barely harm this man. He has so many hit points. So many points of hit. These burns do 12 damage. Never mind, I lied. I'm intangible. Fucking juicy. Thank you very much, Belphegor. Thank you very much, Disputes. I'll watch you at reduced speed, see how you like it. Hot damn. I actually die if I don't play this defend. I'll probably die if I do play this defend. Wow, this deck apparently just suffered from a chronic lack of damage. Oof. Very oof. 224. Ugh. Ugh. Thank you very much, Belphegor. I will, and I did. So the prophecy came true. Is it a prophecy if you say it after the thing happened? Because I feel like if it's before, it would be a prophecy. You know what I mean? Anyway, now that that nonsense has come out of my mouth, let's go look at the map. I mean, it's not very hard to call it when it's, like, super obvious. You know what I mean? I am struck by the realization that we have yet another shitty Act 1 map. Shitty map. We're fighting a Super Elite again. We're doing it. No. You can't just say you're gonna lose the run. No. Where am I gonna die? What's gonna kill me? You can't just be like, oh, you're gonna lose this run. Yes, you would be right more often than not, but that's true of almost everyone who's playing Ascension 20 heart runs on Slay the Spire. So that, again, that's not a very good prediction if you're already like 70% right. Like, just by default, and everyone knows that. It's like me being like, I'm going to have a left hand tomorrow. It's quite likely that when I wake up tomorrow, I will still have my left hand. Can we do a shenanigan? Maybe. Can I do anything with it? Not really. I mean, it would make this easier, but it's like a 50-50. And if I don't get that 50-50, I get nothing. I lose. Good day, sir. I'll take the HP. Chatterling, I'm coming to steal your audio commands. I've destroyed the gray slime. Man, we had a kunai on the silent in Act 1. It's so hard to fuck up a run past that point. Unless you just, like, don't have shift cards and don't have poison. Yeah. How many card rewards did I actually take? I think I took 3. No, I took 4. And they were quick slash, backstab, piercing wheel. I bought the footwork. Oh, and wraith form. So I took like 5? That's not that good. Considering you're almost always gonna... Well... Okay, that's not true. It's not that 5 is not that good a number. It's that the quality of them... It's 5 card picks. How many card picks do I usually do in an act? I actually don't know. I needed at least one of them to be scaling. I needed that second piercing whale to be something else. Deadly poison, basically. Noxious fumes, if I were really pushing it. Or I needed Wraith Form to be something else, but like it's hard to be mad at Wraith Form. Because Wraith Form is a beast. Skip. Trip. Cool, well there goes all that max HP. Since I'm not getting a bonfire before First Elite, I feel like an upgrade would be pretty handy here. I haven't gotten a very good card for upgrading, though. I've just got the Zap. Turns out the box would have made it. I'm gonna... Yeah. That kind of makes me want to not dual cast. Oh, fuck. Does 20 damage? It would take 4 turns? That's the same amount of damage that this would do by the time he plays... By the time he does his second big attack. Okay. The plan is to kill him by then anyway, so I may as well get rid of it in case I can kill him a turn earlier. Yeah, you know what? It's just too much damage to give up on. So FTL was on the bottom. Perfect. Of course. Of course. Uh-huh. Yep. How else could it happen? Give me dual cast. Turns out we did kill him before second big attack. I might actually take Scrape here because I'm very desperate. Oh no. Scrape does deal 7 damage. It's like a really bad compile driver. Wow. 2 boots from 1 elite. You stole that man's shoes! Oh god. Yeah. Gremlin Up doesn't wear shoes. He wasn't using them. That's fine. I mean, I have 2 zero-cost cards in the deck. This card is going to become really bad really fast, though. Like, remove it over a strike bad. Because it digs past all the cards that you want to see once you get later into the run, and you're just like, no, 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 no. Welcome back, Xenorath. We're fighting Guardian, right? What was a Christmas present? The boots? For all I know, he stole them off of the Adventurer's corpse. I'm either taking Capacitor or I'm skipping. I have to, like, get Glacier from this fight for Capacitor to actually be good. Or Consume, I guess. But even then, that's pretty slow. I don't know if my deck can afford to be any slower. Let's find out. Interesting. Good thing this Zap is free. Okay. So the Capacitor was not super great here. It was, in fact, entirely useless, and possibly stopped me from drawing a Defend. Could have saved me 5 health. These. Can I, again, take, like, 1 of each? I think we're... I think I'm taking the ball... God damn it. Capacitor wants a ball lightning. Because with the extra orbs... With the extra orb slots, it makes it that much harder to move and pop Doom and Gloom. Or pop a Dark Orb, I should say. The AoE is really nice. Zap is already free. I'm gonna take the Doom and Gloom. We have an Ancient Potion, which could help against Gremlin Knob. No, we just fought Gremlin Knob. Never mind, fuck me. Can also... Oh... Penis. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play a Capacitor here. Also, we got some boot value, apparently. We're gonna let that Dark Orb get nice and juicy. I definitely want it at the front. I would like to dual cast it if I could. If I could. I still can. Like this. Okay, we're a little behind, but he's about to die? So we're fine. Immediately offered another Doom and Gloom. We're not fighting another elite. I'm going to take the Cool-Headed. Didn't upgrade the Cool-Headed. 2 defends. Well, yeah, I guess 2 defends is fine. I would like to remove a strike. Even though I've added 2 attacks. Okay, I've added 2 attacks, 1 power and 1 skill. I have maybe 2 hallway fights to go through. I don't think I've had a hallway fight at an event yet. Yeah. So it's pretty likely that that one's going to be one. Upgrading the damage on Doom and Gloom is just like really, really handy in a lot of fights. Yeah, here we go. Like this one. Oh, Taking 16 damage. So look for the other defend plus. Nope. Good news is I've got stuff to put in my orb slides now. Ah. No, FTL is quite a lot better than that. You just have to play it as like the first 3 cards. Okay, that is full block. He's gonna just die to lightning. Perfect. Or to Doom and Gloom, one of the two. Kept saving him for later. I think a Cold Snap is good here. Another orb card for the capacitor. Also another attack to replace the strike. And what is our final fight? Looks like it's Lice. Gross. How much damage is that? 13... 19? Okay. Alrighty then, Disputes. You have a good night. Probably cost you a run. Fair enough. I mean, that's what a lot of this game is about, is making mistakes that cost you the run, and then being like, realizing that it was a mistake you made, and then improving from there. I should just kill him. Yeah. And I win. What about I think a barrage is one too many attacks for the Guardian fight. It would be really nice if I could upgrade it for Act 2. Next question is, what are the chances I can get through the Guardian without napping? I think my best chance of getting through the Guardian without napping is by actually upgrading another defend. The Problem is it's slow. Like, I have to get all those orb slots filled. I don't have a rainbow or a glacier or a playable meteor strike to just get a bunch of orbs at once, or even a chaos plus. I can only get orbs one card at a time. And like the kind of fights where I would want Barrage for, I need Barrage to be doing its damage immediately, not the second time I see it. And like I said, you need like kind of a pretty good offense-defense balance for Guardian. So it's either like Darkness or Skip. Darkness Plus isn't bad. You know what? Give me this. And we'll upgrade it. Okay. So we'll get some big boy dark orbs going. What am I doing? Holy shit. Nope, nope, nope. Save and quit. Tiredness. I didn't see any shit on turn 2. That was all turn 1 baloney. Right. Both of these caused 0. I got thrown off because I already played 3 cards. There we go. I'm not losing a run like that. I got him. Whoops. Well, played that poorly. That's fine. I would like another Frost Ward, however. I also would not like to take an additional 4 damage. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I like this. That is full block. Okay, yeah, I think we're fine on this fight. It is Zenarath. There are a couple of factors. Like, in general, Dark Orbs... I usually pick Dark Orbs for dealing with boss fights, because they just, like, ramp up in damage so fast, and then you can dual cast them. And they work really well with cards like Loop or gold-plated cables, stuff that lets you, you know, double or triple how many times the front orb channels itself. So then, you know, if your Dark Orb up front is going off 4 times a turn, you're just like, it's just going up by 24 damage. You wait 3 turns, you know, that's like 72 damage, and then you dual cast it, and you're just like, take 144, please. You can have a more generalized Dark Orb build where you're relying on them for more general damage, but to do that usually requires multiple sources of Dark Orbs, and Darkness Plus helps a lot since it triggers the passive of all of your Dark Orbs. So it generates a Dark Orb and then adds, you know, whatever, 6 plus whatever your focus is to all of them then and there, and then they get bigger again at the end of your turn. So if you have a Darkness Plus and like another source of Dark or 2, it's a lot easier to use Darkness as a way to get through hallway fights and stuff like that. So, I guess the answer is like, yes. I mean, they just straight up do more damage per turn than a Lightning Orb does, unless you're evoking all of your Lightning Orbs immediately. Because, like, obviously this gets 6 damage a turn, this gets 3, but if you evoke it as well the turn you play it, then it's actually getting 8 damage. Whereas this does not. Evoking is how you get the damage out of it. There is also the downside of, like, well, an evoked Dark Orb doesn't actually do anything, but that's where, like, the other half of it is. You need to have enough orb generating cards so that you can actually push those Dark Orbs out. There's no risk of overkill. What's the risk of overkill? Like, I mean that very literally. What's the downside of overkilling an enemy? No, the lightning orbs are entirely random. The Dark Orb always targets the lowest HP enemy. It's actually way, way easier to manage Dark Orbs if you know what you're doing. This triggers the passive of all your Dark Orbs after you channel an orb, so this orb won't actually get the bonus because it'll already have triggered. I think... Yeah, considering I'm drawing the dual cast next turn, I think I'm leaving this as is. That's fair. No, Dark Orbs are really powerful. I highly recommend them. It's like... I just did 72 damage. Just out of the blue. It's very hard to do that much damage in a turn in Act 1. Like, period. Dark Orbs are one of the only ways you can just, like, absolutely blast out damage. I mean, you saw the fight against Lagavulin. Or actually, maybe you didn't see the fight against Lagavulin. Where we were actually behind. He had more than half health. He had, like, 10 or 12 more than half health by the time he hit me with the first Siphon Soul. But it didn't matter because I had a 30 damage Dark Orb lined up and dual cast in my next hand. So you just go... And he's done. Like, look how low his health is. I just did, like, half the health he had behind. Yeah, exactly. Dark Orbs is good. Dark Orbs is good. I think since he's so low, I'm not going to worry about channeling a Dark Orb here. Just because by the time it gets all the way around, it's not going to matter that much. Turns out I could definitely kill him without napping. That's Echo Form. Yeah, Rainbow's also like a really good card for just like pushing orbs around. If we were offered a worse rare than this, I think I'd probably take Rainbow, but Echo Form is just like such an obscene beast. Once you start echoing Darkness Plus and you're like, you generate 2 Dark Orbs and then trigger all your Dark Orbs twice and you're just like, oh, they get quick. And this a Dark Orb you played last turn is suddenly dealing 30 damage, and you're just like, Lightning Orbs are nice, because, like, proportionally speaking, they scale better with strength, like, if you think about it in terms of percentages. So, like, one focus gets a Dark Orb 1 extra damage per turn, and gets a Lightning Orb 1 extra damage per turn. But, like, if you think about it percentage-wise, a Lightning Orb is getting a 33% increase to damage, whereas a Dark Orb is getting, like, a 16.66666, or 16.16, or however 1/6 repeating works out in percentages. So, like, focus is not as big a deal with Dark Orbs. Stuff like loop and, like, iterating on channeling it over and over again is more important with Dark Orbs than it is with Lightning Orbs. You still obviously want focus because it makes your Frost Orbs work. I almost said your Cold Orbs. God damn. So, I did say a thing about, like, having a whole bunch of extra orb slots sometimes makes it hard to actually evoke the Dark Orb, which is the thing you need to do. That's true. It does also give you 1 extra damage on the evoke. If we could get a Consume, we'd probably still die, because that's, like, really slow. We actually don't even necessarily need a Consume, because we have a Darkness Plus. A Glacier or a Rainbow or a Chaos Plus would work. Obviously, like, Consume is great, because you're like, infinite focus. But even just getting more orb slots, the more orb slots we have, the more Dark Orbs Darkness Plus can hit. The problem then becomes pushing orbs out. Echo Form kind of helps with that, though, since it doubles up our orb generators. Our relics are okay. We have, like, 1 brick, but the other 3 are fine. I'm thinking about how good this deck is against elites. And like is often the case, it all comes down to this Echo Form. If we draw Echo Form turn 1 against Slavers, we're like, cool. I just have to hope Doom and Gloom is in my second hand. And even then, I probably still can't kill the back Slaver in time. I have no... Well, actually, that's a lie. I was going to say I have no really good plan against Book of Stabbing, but a bunch of Dark Orbs is actually a pretty decent plan against killing Book of Stabbing. Inserter would basically allow me to beat the champ. Like, if I had literally these cards, these relics in Inserter, and like 55 health, I'm pretty sure this deck could already beat the champ. Yeah, Frost Orbs are pretty handy. We've got 2, which is not too bad at this stage. I think we need Focus more than we need Frost Orbs. And maybe a couple other decent block cards. That's why Glacier's so good. It's like, oh, it's a decent block card and it generates. Did I say cord? My brain smashed card and orb together. Obviously, White Beast statue is like unpickable filth. I just see Inserter fucking me over in hallway fights and elite fights. Because sometimes, like, you really, like, you're an inch away from evoking that big Dark Orb and winning the fight, and then Inserter's like, here, have another orb slot. I hope you enjoy trying to channel 2 orbs now. Jackass. It can be really powerful. The real problem is we cannot... Fucking Runic Capacitor's shop only. Blackstar cannot give us Runic Capacitor, which would be a good replacement for Inserter. Golden Idol can, though. Anyway, yeah, we're taking the star. Remember that thing I said about Inserter in this deck already being able to beat the champ? Sure, I'm glad I didn't pick Inserter. Yeah, we'll be fine. If my deck suddenly becomes amazing because of this shop, then we can fight 3 elites and get 6 relics. Counting the chest and the boss relic, like 8 relics out of the act, assuming I don't pull a relic out of any events. That would be an absolute wizard dream. I have 3 energy, though, and that's definitely a problem. I can just, like, do 3 bonfires, 2 elites like that. What's back? Alrighty. Yeah, 3 energy in an Echo Form is, like, a real big pain in the ass. I think I'll use this potion. I was thinking about using the weak potion, but I'm like, no. Let's prevent the frail. And then try to just, like, never ever take damage for the rest of the fight. That sounds like a good plan. I like that plan. Hold up. 8, 9, 10. No, that's not enough. I'd really like to double something that's not defend plus on one of these turns. Yeah, and the Dark Orb that Darkness plus channels, like, hits itself, because it says channel 1 Dark, then trigger the passive ability of all Dark Orbs. It counts itself, so, like, it immediately jumps up to 12. Like, we played this last turn, and it's already at 18. Because we played it at 6, its own ability triggered itself to put it at 12, and then at the end of turn it jumped up to 18. How dead can I make you? If I double zap, we get 16 plus 48. It's like 64 damage. I have to find another 12 damage somehow. Well, there's 6 right there. I only get to draw 1 card. How many cards are there? 9? 4 of them would do the trick. These 4. Yeah, because I have to play the Zap first if I want to double it. And then I have to play the Dual Cast before the Cool Headed, because otherwise the Cool Headed will push the Dark Orb out of the way, and I won't get to double it. So then, after having played this and this, I'll only have 1 energy left, so Doom and Gloom won't cut it. Darkness Plus won't cut it. It won't push any orbs out, since I'll have an empty slot from the Dual Cast. No, that's not true. Because I'll Dual Cast and then Cool Headed. But the front orb will be a Frost Orb. So it'll push a Frost Orb out, which doesn't help me kill him. FTL could technically also do it. But then we have to roll the dice twice. Or I could try to draw 2 cards. That would be 6 block. Worst case scenario, I'd take 5. You know what? Yeah, that's what we're going with. I can't still kill him somehow, can I? 48. No. Wait. No. Wait. No. 24. 38. No. I'd need 1 more energy. But I don't have 1 more energy, so rip. 13, 19, I'll take 2. I'm fine with this. Okie dokie. Oh, right, the doubling. Shit, I'm an idiot. That full blocks for me. Perfect. Compile driver could be pretty good. I think I like the leap, though. Problem with compile drivers, we're still stuck on 3 energy. I'm not losing 340 gold right before this shop. Front row. Spaghetti-O. Remember how I used that ancient potion last fight? God, I really wish I had it here. I'm not even sure I entirely needed it last fight. Oh, boy. This is gonna be a rough one. And by a rough one, I mean I have a very real chance of losing here. I don't think I'm gonna play Capacitor. He does more damage over 3 turns. He's gonna hit for like 10, then 20, then 10. He's gonna hit for like 12, then 17, then 12, right? I think that still means Bear does more damage. Right, that's 40 versus 24, 34. Oh no, that's 41. And he always hits for 12, because he's a one-trick pony. Why can't I get the other red masks? Why is it always just his? The others are kind of cool. And I'm weakened. Okay. Boot value. I seem pretty dead. Oh. No, I'm an idiot. That gold snap should have hit him, because it would have knocked him down to 18, which means the first hit of this off a dual cast would have hit him. Second would have hit him, which would have knocked him down to 8. Doesn't matter, but thank you very much, Belfigor. Because I was dead anyway, but for the future. For the future. I like my big red boy. Let's play a nice simple game of Ironclad of hit the gremlin. Did you? I don't think you did, Belfigor. Upgrade a card, obtain 100 gold. These are both good. I said you gotta predict where I die. How I die. You just said I died. And then I explained how that's not really, like, much of a prediction. And then you just, like, didn't respond. And I'm like, alright. Fair enough. I mean, to be fair, our boss relics were kind of trash. Oh, God. Okay. Boss fight Act 2. For this, okay. Do you think that do you think that because you think I'm gonna fight a specific boss in Act 2 and that I'm not going to be able to beat that boss, or do you think that no matter which Act 2 boss I come across, I'm going to die against them? That's cool. I think I already made my feelings on Risk of Rain too clear. What did I say? Something like about it being like, God, I can't even remember. I had like a specific way of phrasing it that I liked, and I can't remember what it is. It's too late now. It's too late for my brain. If you get champ, you will beat champ, but collector's gonna collect. Interesting. I'm gonna take the cash money because there's a shop right there. I don't think I could refund it. I'm pretty sure I played it more than like the 2-hour limit. It says something like it's the least. It's like the least fun I've ever had for 10 hours. What did it? No, like the sentiment is basically like it's one of those games like when I think about it, I don't like it that much, but for some reason I keep playing it. Now my whole computer stopped. I tried to look at Steam and it shit the bed and had a fart and a squirt. It's not that I think it's a bad game, but I don't think it's a game for me. Oh, everything's losing it. Whoa! Dropped frames and everything. Hopefully we're back. What the fuck is Steam doing? Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I still have it. These are not cards that I like to look at. Better in a party? That's fair. I don't know, I've been looking at other things. No, I appear to be back, according to OBS. I trust it, it's never steered me wrong. I could take Perfected Strike and hate myself. Or I could not take Perfected Strike and hate myself. Options. Opportunities. Well, I've clicked on the card, so now I have, like, a big boy McDamage dealer. At least for now, until I remove it. Hold up. Apparently just trying to access Steam is just, like, absolutely bum-fucked my computer. You... Speaking of bum-fucking myself. It's a surprise, Belfigor. It's a surprise. Game sound? What happened to game sound? I don't know what's happening to anything anymore. You know what, actually, since I'm still tired, again, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I definitely stayed up later than I should have last night, but not, like, by a very large amount. By, like 45 minutes. I just woke up early again. And I'm just like, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. Like, at this point, I'm sort of, like, building this, like, matrix of things that I need to make happen in order to make sure I get a good night's sleep. And some of them are out of my control. Like, the one I noticed for my hypothesis for, like, this last night is, I noticed quite a while ago that I wake up if my feet are cold. Killed by my own, yeah. So, like, I have, like, the blanket that I sometimes wear when I'm cold in my room here, the, like, Eagle blanket, it's, like, smaller than all my other blankets, so it's, like, not big enough for my whole body, and it's not big enough to, like, stretch out over the bed and stuff like that. So what I do with that is, I put it over top of all my other blankets, and it's specifically just covering my lower half and my feet. And when I woke up early, I noticed that, like, I'd managed to, like, kick it off of my feet, and I was like, my feet are kind of cold. So it's just like, it's just like, I also still haven't gotten the whole carb situation sorted out. I'm looking at the shop. Anyway, I think, so like I said, I think we're going to end it early again tonight. I'm going to try to get sleep again. I am not going to be able to sleep in on Friday, unfortunately, because I really need to get all my Christmas shopping done, which means I'm probably going to wake up early on Friday. So, I expect to be sleep deprived until, like, sleep. What do you mean sleep at a diagonal? I don't know. I don't see how that would help. Immolate's a good card. Immolate's, like, a good enough card that it's, like, actually worth buying at 179 gold. No. My feet are on the bed. The blanket is off my feet. I am not 6'4". I'm like 5'9" or something. And I also sleep on a... I think it's a queen, or it's a twin, or a dual. I don't know how bed sizes work. Makes the sheet longer. Yeah, again, that's not the problem. I have a blanket that's goes over top of my other blankets, but that blanket itself is small enough that it can get, like, kicked off. That's my foot blanket. I guess I could, I never thought of putting it, like, underneath the other blankets. So that way maybe I can't kick it off, because it's under the blankets? I don't know. I consider anything under like 6'2" not really tall. 6'2" is like you're just barely tall. I do not wear socks to sleep. I can tell you right now, I would absolutely never ever be able to fall asleep with socks on. No. Sleeping in anything more than boxers means I don't. Put it as the bottom blanket. Okay, good to know, Bad Frode. Good to know. I can't believe, like, I never thought about that. Like, this is a problem I've known about for probably, like, a year and a half, 2 years or something. Probably because I never, like, sat down to, like, talk it out and think about it. It's always just been like, oh, man, I kicked my fucking blanket off. Pantyhose. I don't know how insulatory pantyhose are. And I mean that pretty literally, having never worn them. They don't seem very insulatory. What if we buy anger? Excuse me. Lantern. Okay, we've got a gambling chip. Lantern gets extra value. Lantern's already good. I feel like I don't want to remove a strike until I've got some more attacks. Like some attacks that can Take the place of Perfected Strike, considering I have the Perfected Strike right now. I'm going to another shop. So you know what? I'm actually just gonna leave. They make great masks. I am told. Unupgraded uppercut. These are some good relics. Well, never mind, I lied. These are one good relic. This is so good that it makes me think the others are good next to it. It's like they're a collection. They gotta be good. How much does this heal? More than a block potion blocks. However, not only can I not afford it, but it's also more expensive than a block potion. I think I'll take just the one for now. Do I want metallic? Nope. Looks like I don't. Looks like I don't want metallicize. I have 49 health. We're gonna fight 2 elite fights in a row. I have a single strength potion, an upgraded perfected strike. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, and I think Gremlin Knob has maxed out his health. Nice. Really glad I bought that lantern. Fighting a... No, we're not fighting a super elite. Thank God. First run of the night where we're not fighting a super elite in Act 1. Yeah. Alright, that went really well. I think it's too early for a Burning Pact. As in, like, too early in the deck? Not necessarily too early on the map. If our deck were a bit bigger, and I had, like, you know, more damage and stuff, I think I could take the Burning Pact. But it's like, if I take the Burning Pact now, it thins out. Well, whenever you take anything that's not damage, it thins out your damage. But I think right now our damage, the smaller your deck is, the larger an impact every single card has. So I think at this point, a single card like Burning Pact is probably too big of a damper. If this were like once we get up to like 16 cards or something, I think it would be probably fine, assuming I didn't already have Battle Trance or something. Well, I can kill you, and then I can block you, and then I'll win. Hooray. I have... Half of me wants to save and quit, because I'm like, that was a turn 1 stupidity move. And the other half of me... The other half of me just wants to die. Oh. I'm sorry. I really don't like being like this on stream. I'd much rather be like intelligent and thoughtful and jazzed about the streaming. And even when I'm tired, I'm still pretty jazzed. I'm about as jazzed as I can be about anything as I am jazzed about streaming. Thank you very much for the support, Bad Froday. I'm gonna take Combust because I have like no scaling for Hexaghost. Oh. For a second I thought this was not the actual Act treasure chest, and I was like, did we just get a free treasure? Here, throw all these away so hopefully I can get through the Ascender's Bane quicker. Nope. Man, he's really dead. He's almost dead. Thanks for the health. I will take a Shrugoth. Right? Right. Dex Potion's not too bad here. We have a 50% chance of fighting sentries, and Poison Potion's pretty bad against sentries, so... No. No. I quit energy drinks a long time ago. I think in the long run, I'm much better off without, like, material stimulants of any kind. Because it just ends up ruining my sleep schedule even harder. Like, it's good for right now, but it's not good for, like, tomorrow and the next day and the next day, especially if I start doing it, like, habitually. I probably should have used one of these potions, huh? Yeah, that would have been smart. That would have been a smart thing to do. But we're not in it for the smart plays, not tonight. Haha, I'm in danger. Put a rock in your shoe. No, that's the opposite. That's the opposite of what I want, Belphegor. I want to go to sleep. Remember that one time we actually had Berserk in our deck and it worked? The literal only time. That's not true. I did it like once, like maybe a year ago, with orange pellets. Yeah, exactly. It's like treating the symptom instead of treating the cause. Problem is the cause is like a multi-factor thing. But I'll get there. Like I said, sometimes it was like Saturday night or something, or Saturday morning, Sunday morning, somewhere on the weekend. They were like doing some shit with the power lines across the street. So like that was just noise that woke me up. Stood on a pebble for 17 hours. As soon as the pain stops, sleep comes easy. I don't know. I don't know about that, Belphegor. That sounds like some Princess and the Pea kind of shit. I don't know if that's what I'm down for. Okay, is there any actual reason to take Berserk here? No, I'll die. What do I power through? I think with a strength potion I can actually smork down Hexaghost fast enough. I'll still take it. It's pretty good in Act 2. Military shit. Fair enough. I'll give you that. Fair enough. Sure, we'll pop a combust. I feel bad for I think it's the US. I think it's like the naval cadets. I don't know if it's like all of the non-officers for the outfit they have to wear. The like Donald Duck ass outfit. Like I thought that was like an old thing. Because Donald Duck was made in, like, the 20s or something. But back when I worked at Toys R Us, there were a bunch of, like, U.S., like, Navy sailors and stuff, like, at the store. And they were in the... and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh my god. Maybe, like, for all I know, maybe it's, like, more for, like, ceremonies and parades or something. But I was just like, oh my god. I feel so bad. I feel so bad if that's what they actually have to wear. Because that's a goofy ass thing to wear. To be dressed like Donald Duck. Basic training base is on the Great Lakes. Cool. Alright, well, we won this fight, but... oh, yeah, I've got a... You know what? Our relics are pretty good. Our relics are pretty good. I think we can make this happen. I really should use that dex pot. I could take, like, another Perfected Strike. That sounds like a bad idea. Do I want a Heavy Blade? No. All I have is Shuriken to work with it. Actually, no, keep that one. Toss this. Toss that. Oh, actually, I don't need this. Hold up. I don't know what the hell's happening anymore. Bash him. Shit. The only way I can kill him in one turn is using that Perfected Strike. I just got rid of the power through. I'm already full blocking. There we go. Didn't have to worry about the vulnerable there. How good is Blood for Blood here? Yeah, Perfected Strike is just like one more card I have to remove from my deck if I take it. Blood for Blood does like the same... I wouldn't consider it if I didn't have the Combust, but I do have the Combust. But I also already have the Perfected Strike, so I feel like I don't need it. Kind of slow. I could take a Headbutt for the future. Future's a good place to be. All these branches has some sort of bullshit they get put in basic. 72 hours. Tomorrow's a short day. Nice. The longest I ever stayed up was 70 hours. And that was when I first got, that was the weekend I got Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. I absolutely played the ever-loving shit out of that game. I basically completed almost the entire story. And there's, like, multiple, like, you have to go through, like, man, of Budokai 3 probably still has my favorite story mode of, like, any fighting game. And now, admittedly, the story modes in fighting games tend to be complete hot garbage. Or just, like, really bare bones. Like, if they're not terrible, they're just, like, bare bones. Or, sorry, I lied. It was my favorite until Mortal Kombat 9? Like, the reboot one. The story in that's really good. But yeah. 76. Holy shit. I would not want... No. God, I DM so poorly when I'm tired. Much like I stream so poorly when I'm tired. It's like, I'm just like slow. I'm like slow and bad. I'm like, I hate this. Yeah, I'm not upgrading Perfected Strike. I just don't care. I don't care. I'm not doing it. It's not happening. Yeah, toss all that shit. I need some juiciness. Yeah, give me the juice. Cool. Keep Pocket Watch rolling. Maybe I'm actually just gonna block. Now that I think about it, I was gonna be like, whoa, and wail on him. But yeah, no, the way the story works in that game is that, for, like, a good chunk of the cast, like, at first there's only, like, 6 playable characters, you have to unlock all the other ones. And you basically unlock them by, like, finding them in the story, and, like, how would I put it? Like, usually once you get past a certain point in the story for that character, like, I think it's once you beat Vegeta on Earth with Goku, then you unlock Vegeta and Nappa and that sort of thing. But, the way it goes is, like, you play through the whole story of Dragon Ball Z from that character's perspective. Full weekend, I get kooky when tired, like dreaming awake, makes my improv very good. Interesting. No, I wouldn't say, I would say there's like a particular level of tired where I get like that. But like it's like a very thin strip on the spectrum of tired. Got my first ticket. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Bad Frode. Like, if I were to get about maybe like 40% more tired than I am now, I'd enter the kooky zone. And then it gets, like, really dead. It gets, like... You know, once we get past there, that's like, I'm sorry, I'm not streaming. I'm too tired. That's like... You know, I've been awake for, yeah, like 50 hours. I really wish this guy would just, like, stop being a huge fucking can of ass. I guess I headbutt first because I don't want to put power throw on top. I guess the plus side is I am dealing... Oh. I have more energy than I thought I did. I am getting the free 7 damage in return, which helps. But, yeah, no. The story in Budokai 3, so... And the way it works is, like, you're actually, like, on the world map. Like, you're like, flying around on the world. Like, it's obviously, like way zoomed out and stuff. But... and you can, like, find the Dragon Balls and stuff like that. But, yeah, you basically go through, and they've got, like, 2 maps, because they've got Earth and they've got Namek. Because, obviously, you've got... like I said, from Goku, you go, like, right from, you know, the encounter with Piccolo, fight Raditz. I don't think... There might be some... You might have to do... I don't remember if you have to do some fights for, like, the training in Otherworld. But then, yeah, then you, like, have to fly back to where they're fighting Nappa and Vegeta, etc., etc., etc. So, like, the first time you're playing through all the events as Goku. So, like, you're obviously not there for, like, when Piccolo dies, when Chaozu dies, yada, 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 yada. But when you're playing as Piccolo, you're very, very much there for when Piccolo dies. So, like, some of the stories are shorter or longer, depending on, like, what fights they were actually a part of and what parts of the story they were actively in. So, like, going through all of them, yeah, it took a while. Yeah, let's... Wait. Shit, I can't see what his flames are at. I think he's about to hit me for 18. Yeah, I think he's about to hit me for 18. Man, it's like I played this game before. Alright, yeah, we should have him. Oof. Oof. How dead can I make him? 7, he's gonna take at least another 14. Which knocks him down to 49. So I've got 2 turns to deal 49 damage. That almost kills me by itself. However, the man needs to die. Yeah, I'd have to pull 19 damage out of my ass if I don't... Well, that's already 30. Oh, actually, we've already got him. We've already got him. Yeah. I didn't even realize that if I let myself go to 1, I would have just died to combust right there. If I hadn't played that defend. It's a good thing I realized that I didn't need that extra damage. Because not only did I not need that extra damage, but I 100% needed that extra block. Fiend Fire, feed. Were you in the middle? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, typing the fact that I would have just fucking bit it. Fiend Fire and Pocket Watch is a pretty good combo. Getting like an extra 21 damage out of Fiend Fire is pretty big. I was pretty close. I was pretty close to combusting to death, not gonna lie. I think I might be taking the Fiend Fire over the Feed here. As good as Feed is, you gotta jump through some hoops. And we don't have any strength, which is like one of the two things that makes those hoops way easier to jump through. It's like, well, we have headbutt. That makes it's a little easier to jump through, but you got to draw headbutt on the right turn as well. So it's like either like a good amount of card draw or a good amount of strength. And we don't really have either. Fiendfire, the Fiendfire with the Combust Plus lets us blast through pretty much all of the elites in this act. On top of the Pocket Watch. So I think... Well. Speaking of drawing a bunch of cards and then blasting through folks... It's time to get crazy. So Zenarath predicted that I would beat the champ, but not Collector. But here we have Bronze Automaton. Is it a 50-50? We'll see. Where would I like to go? To bed. But for now we're in the Spire. There are no beds in the Spire. Only fire. You must nap at fire. Alright, I got a couple of ways to go, but I don't have to decide which one until after I hit that first elite, so let's start climbing. Nope. Oh, I didn't need that either. Yeah, he's not. He doesn't attack turn 1. Okay, I don't care. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold up. Well, obviously this does more damage. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him. I think I got him. Yup. I mean, the upgrade on Corruption doesn't do anything with the Snakawai, but Corruption Snakawai is a combo. A combo. I have a good amount of cash money, and I don't think I'm intending on going to a shop this act. It's like, it's doable, but I have to skip a bonfire to go. Oh, never mind. It's right there. So I am going to a shop this act, but it's quite a bit later, and I already have 277 gold. Thanks for the loot. No. Especially since those apparitions are going to be random cost. Ooh. That's going to get real ugly. Yeah. Keep the 1-cost strike, I guess. Okay, most of my skills are not super useful in this fight anyway, so I may as well just get rid of them when I play them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 7. Take 11. I kind of feel like blocking. Okay, so I need to deal 20 damage. Got him. That wasn't too bad. Speed Potion could actually be kind of useful. This power through got a lot less bad now that I can draw like 10 cards a turn. I don't know. Then again, there's also the Corruption. Then again, there's the Fiendfire. I'll take a second one. I think the Dex Potion is fine. Interesting. That Armaments is not upgraded. I think I have to... We got Fiendfire to replace Perfected Strike now. I have to start, like, taking these strikes out. Okay. Welcome back, Zenarath. I was just talking about you earlier, that you predicted I would die to Collector, but beat the champ. However, we're not fighting either. We're fighting Bronze Automaton. Which means it's all up in the air. Yeah, that's a pretty pretty easy Fiend Fire upgrade, I think. Okie dokie. That's the book. I don't think I want to Fiend Fire right away. Yeah, I've got a plan. And the plan is hit him with Bash, headbutt that Fiend Fire I just tossed. Next turn have a big hand and blow his ass out of the water. He looked too far forward. No, he said this Ironclad run. Like 90% sure. What's 15 times 9? 135? Shit. Seeing the futures of the Voidbringers. I don't know what that means. Okay, so that full blocks. And also keeps the same number of cards in my hand. I think I got him. I just got a feeling. And a Blood Vial. Actually Dark Embrace could be pretty good with Fiend Fire and Corruption. Yeah, hit me up. Am I going for the Super Elite? Get an extra Bonfire out of it. But I have to go through an extra hallway fight, and I have to fight a Superboy. What Superboy am I worried about? If I had a bag of marbles, I don't think I'd be worried about any Superboy. But without a guarantee of turn 1 vulnerable, I think I'm worried about Gremlin Leader the most. Because even without vulnerable, I can just like totally torch the shit out of Backslaver. I've got a very, very, very high chance of being able to do that in the first 2 turns. Just by the sheer weight of card draw my deck has. Yeah, so I think we're going this way. And we're also healing, like, a lot. Interesting. It's a reference to the book series. It's also one of the things that would likely bring one of the fandom forward. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not a big book reader myself. I cannot share in your enthusiasm. No, yeah, no, you're on Twitch. Of course nobody here reads books. Oh shit, I played 6 fucking cards this turn. God damn it. Fuck that up. And it costs 3. I don't even, like, need to play Corruption here. Everything's already free. Oh, hello. Hold up, how dead are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're very dead. You have audiobooks? Not really. I could take another Shrug, or I could take another Headbutt. I already have so much shit that I already listened to, unfortunately. Maybe someday. I don't know, what kind of books are they? What are they about? What books are they? I don't even know the names of these books, or this book series. Give me the deets. Singing Bowl is a good one. Do I want to, like, actually maybe fight another elite? And try to become max jacked? Well, I've done it. Hello, slavers. I don't think a 1-cost strike is really worthwhile. Oof. Oofy doofy doof. Alright, well, Combust plus it is. I don't want to use the energy potion to play more cards because I just want Pocket Watch to do its dealy. Okay, you need to die. Oh, and die you shall. Okay, I don't need to do... Oh. I need at least 8 other cards? Which means I get to play 1. And so I will play this one. Die? Cool. Yeah, play the Corruption. And now I get to block. Okay, that's the full block. That's already a lot of wounds. Luckily, we've got the Combust Plus up already. Welcome back again, Zenarath. Oh, well, that's a bad hand. That's a bad hand. Oh, that's... Ooh. Boot value. For, like, the second time this run. Like, the third time tonight, period. Hey, I found all my cards. I found all my real, actual cards. That definitely exist. Can I... Oh. I exhausted all my big boy attacks? Yep. Well, that's... That's a right there. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's Bronze Automaton. So the only boss you didn't name. Which means I have no idea what's going to happen. I think you might have been wrong, though. Because that looks like lethal to me. That looks like some lethal. You believed in me. Honestly, of all types of enemies, like if we separate out like regular fights, elite fights, event fights, because there are some event exclusive fights, and boss fights, I probably died to boss fights the least. I probably died to elites the most. Fantasy novels, Stormlight Archives is a fantasy series about kind of magical renaissance in the world where most people have forgotten the magic system and it starts coming back in the world along with the evil god it opposed. Most of the characters suffer from some sort of mental break. The magic system gives them power from it. Interesting. Anyway, I might take a look into it at some point, but unfortunately for now, it's that time once again. So if you liked what you saw, please feel free to follow both here on Twitch, as well as the various social media and video hosting platforms linked down below. The next stream is tomorrow night from 1 a.m. till 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you don't know what time that is in your time zone, that is approximately 22 hours and 2 minutes from right now. At that time, we'll be continuing our never-ending quest to slay the Spire. You can check out previous episodes of both Slay the Spire, as well as other games I've streamed in the past at both YouTube and BitChute, linked down below. And feel free to join the community Discord, which is linked down below, and Belfigor has so kindly linked it in chat as well. We're going to go raid somebody, so feel free to stick around whether you do or not. Thank you for joining me, and have a good night.